Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on my creative daily journal for the first week of September. So let's get started. I do have the journal kit. I don't know if you saw the TikTok where I assembled this journal kit, but I have it sitting here next to me. I don't know how much of it I'm going to use because this is very highly decorated paper, but I have it here just in case we need anything. Okay. Once again, I said for the life of me, I can't remember what I did today. I have that problem, you guys. I do want to stamp the dates. I did just get this stamp on Temu. I don't know if you guys saw that video. I posted it on Sunday. So I do want to stamp out the dates. I finally bought date stamps. So that way I can keep track. We all know I can't keep track of crap. I can't keep track of anything. So I'm just going to stamp at the bottom of whichever page I think it will pop on, because now you can see I used a lot of pattern paper. There's a lot of pattern paper. I barely have any reusable writing space this month. I think I'm going to put this here. I had to fold it over. Or was I going to put it here? I think I was going to put it here. All right, I'll just do that. So just put it on the other side, because I think that was my original plan. That's why I have the edge folded over. All right, so I said for the life of me, I can't remember what I did today. All I can remember is having teriyaki madness. I don't like teriyaki madness, you guys. It's not my favorite, but everybody else likes it. So I'm a team player, and I eat it because everybody else likes it. I want to try to use up these stickers that are ripped up pieces from old 12 by 12 collection kits this month. That is one of my plans. I really want to use them up because I had so many in my stash. So we'll see what there is and try to get those used up. I don't have a lot for this day. I just have this one book that I read. All right. Oh, and then I made chili for dinner. It was so funny. We had no idea what to make for dinner on this day. And my son's like, well, I could go for this, this, or this. I was like, great, I'll make chili. So I went down the basement and pulled frozen chili out of the freezer. And that was me making chili. I was like, yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. And you know what? Everybody was happy with that. So that's all that matters. How big is... I feel like I could probably cut... Let's do some surgery. Let's do some surgery on this. So I think about here. Right? And then we can glue this down. Oh, that was the perfect spot. Look at that. So we can glue this down and put the rest of the frame up, and it fits the book perfectly. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, the boyfriend only had 1 day left of vacation on this day. So sad. Okay, I gotta get rid of that. So sad about that. So sad. Devastated, you guys. Devastated about him having to go back to work. Let me tell you, he totally threw off my schedule and my usual. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. And then Let's find another sticker to go over top of it. Something. I have so many stickers. That's the one thing I really do want to use up are all of these stickers. There's so many. I even have puffy ones. I have 2 packs of the same puffy ones from all those Echo Park mystery boxes. There we go. Dunzo. Looks great. Let's move on. All right. Oh, and then my dad needed a new TV. Listen, his TV wasn't even a year old. He bought a Fire TV, and I didn't want him to, but whatever. The last time, and it broke already. So there's that. All right. So we went. I said, when I asked the boyfriend what he wanted for dinner this night, he said, because it was his last day of vacation, he wanted homemade dumplings. Okay. So I made him homemade dumplings because, you know, that's just who I am. I'm trying to see if I have enough letters. Okay, so I said, does he hate me? So we went to Target to pick up, we had to buy my dad a Fire Stick since he no longer had a Fire TV. We had to go get him a Fire Stick. So we ordered one from Target because it was really cheap. So we went and picked that up, and then we went to Ollie's and the grocery outlet. I was like, well, while we're going out and about that way, let's go to Ollie's and the grocery outlet. So we did that. Don't mind me. I'm looking for a sticker sheet that would have enough stickers to spell out what I want to spell out. Okay. So we went to there. We picked that up. We went to Ollie's. You just saw what I got at Ollie's this last time. And then I need something else here. You're not going to be able to see that. So we did that, and then we went to grocery outlet, and thankfully I was really shocked. They actually had everything that I needed to make the dumplings that from the recipe he picked. They actually had at the grocery outlet, which was great. That means I did not have to go anywhere else. So that made me happy. You know what? I'll use this while I'm at it. So that made me happy. So we didn't have to go anywhere else. The only thing is, I don't like the dumpling wrappers that they have there. And I made because my boyfriend's like, well, what's the difference? And I'm like, yo, I'm the one who uses them. You still can't see these letters. I'm going to have to use different letters. So I was like, well, I'm the one making them. And these are the ones that I said, I don't like these. But I bought them anyway. And then when I was making the dumplings, I'm like, okay, come over here, please. And feel these dumpling wrappers, and you could tell why compared to the ones that I do like, why I don't like them. He's like, oh yeah, they're not. I'm like, yeah. So next time I say, I don't want these, can we actually listen to me? I mean, I'm the one making them, right? Should be the ones I want. Do we have enough in here? I'm getting really annoyed now. Yep. Okay. So now I don't need this. So we went there, got everything we needed, and then the plan was to come home and start the dumplings and then put them in the fridge so I wouldn't have to rush to make them before at dinner time. I would just have to cook them basically. Well, did that happen? No, because when we got back, my dad's new TV had been delivered. He bought it at Sam's Club. You guys, it was, how much was it? I have it written down. $298 for a 55-inch Vizio QLED TV. Right? I thought that was a steal. He was looking at ones on Amazon and they were like $500 on sale. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. But it arrived, so that meant I had to take off his old TV, clean his dresser, and put up his new TV. And then set up everything. I had to set up the Fire Stick. I had to set up the TV. So by the time I did all that, oh no, look at that. I was not paying attention. All right, these are gold, so I'll just use this. There was not enough A's, and I thought there were. So yeah, I had to set all that up, and that took so long. Then I finally was able to get to making the dumplings. I'm labeling this road, so my boyfriend stopped at 7-Eleven on the way back from the grocery outlet, and he's like, do you want anything? Because I was like, I'm not hungry for lunch, get yourself something to eat. And he's like, well, I'm just gonna get hot dogs at 7-Eleven, do you want anything? And I said, well, all I really want is the Arizona whipped pineapple orange drink. It's so good. And then he came out with 5-piece buffalo wings, but there was no lid on it. And he's like, they didn't have any lids, so we'll eat them on our way home. I'm like, okay, road snack, great. So we had a road snack. And then I made all the dumplings. That's what I did. It took me forever to make all those freaking dumplings. But they were done, and they were delicious. Well, actually, fun fact, I hated them. I have discovered something about myself that I did not know, because everybody else said I was crazy, but I could taste every bite of ginger in those dumplings. No one else tasted ginger, but I could taste every single bite of ginger. Everyone. So I barely ate any because it was so strong. And I'm like, how are you guys eating this? This ginger is so strong. And they all looked at me like I was crazy. Even my kid, who's super picky, like, or not anymore, not as bad as he used to be, but still, he doesn't always eat everything that we make, was like, ate them. And I'm over here like, are you guys okay? Like, this is just too much. How can you eat all this ginger? And you know how much ginger it called for? It called for a 3.5-inch piece of ginger, minced. So much ginger. So much ginger. Oh, I forgot about this. I want to cut this part. So when we were at Grocery Outlet, they had all of the new cereal ice creams. So I got Honey Smack, which literally tasted like a Honey Smack. It was very good. And then there was honey swirls, like pure honey swirls. It was bizarre. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing ever. I've never tasted, and I've never in my life had an ice cream with just a pure honey swirl in it. It was so weird. It was good. The boyfriend got Fruit Loops, I believe, and he said it was delicious. Because we've tried with the creamy making cereal milk ice cream, and it was good, but this stuff was better. Okay. Oy. I'm going to punch a hole in it and put it on the ring. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, Matt's vacation is over. Oh, so sad. I'm so horrible. Don't mind me. I'm a horrible person. No, his vacation was over. It was actually sad. I enjoy having him. He works middles, so I don't see him for very long every day before he goes to work on a normal day. So it was nice having him around for a little bit. I also got curtains for downstairs, for down here in my craft room, to cover up the storage space. Let me cut this a little. So I didn't care. They didn't need to be blackout. They're for down here in the basement, but they were only $4.80 a panel. So why wouldn't I spend $4.80 a panel? So that's what I did. I think I'm just going to punch a hole in them. So they finally came. I had ordered them, like, I don't know about you guys. Are you also struggling with Amazon sending your packages? I'm kind of over it. I already paid for the year, accidentally. I wasn't planning on renewing my Prime, but I had forgotten about it, so it renewed, and now I have it. And now that stupid Amazon family sharing, which I was legacied in to the other way, because I was an original Prime invitee thing. So now I can't share. I already forgot to stamp, you guys. This is ridiculous. So now I can't share anymore with the boyfriend and the dad. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's really freaking annoying. Tell me how you guys... Oh, I just lost the stamp. I just lost the stamp. All right. I found the stamp. I have some stuff here. Okay, so... let's see. I got those curtains hung up to block the storage. I still have to get a curtain rod for the smaller closet, but I bought 3 panels because the one closet only needed 1 panel. So I'm just tired of seeing the decorations and stuff that are sitting there, like in my view. It just looks so sloppy, and now it's just nicely covered, so I don't have to see it anymore. It's actually really nice not having to see it, but I do need a curtain rod for the other. I just got a tension, like a shower curtain rod. Here's the cheesesteaks. Oh, we went for cheesesteaks at this mini mart that we actually really love. Everybody does. It's very popular in my area. Because the boyfriend wanted cheesesteaks. So that's what we got. Here's the cross stitch I've been working on. This is as far as I'd gotten this day. I've gotten much farther since then. So we have that, and then let's add like some stickers or something. What do we got here? Just try to get rid of them. This one is underneath. That's sad. That is sad, you guys. Now I can't use that sticker. So sad. Just trying to use every little bit up that I can. These little tiny ones, look how tiny they are. This is from what? I don't know. It's from Cartabella, though. I don't know what fall collection this was from. And that is the last round one on here. Great. There we go. All right. I woke up miserably unhappy this morning. There we go. My kid cleaned out his closet. And since he cleaned out his closet, the cat has decided the closet is his new play area, which is fine during the day, not at 1 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep. So I texted my precious, precious, precious child and said, could you close your fucking door? I need this closet door closed. He ignored me. I rang his doorbell. He ignored me. I called. He sent me to voicemail. I was not happy. Not at all. Not at all. I dehydrated tomatoes on this day. I want to make my own homemade soup seasoning. Let's not forget to stamp our date. This will be hard for me to get into the groove of. But I want to make my own homemade soup seasoning. And since we have a bunch of, I'm just going to put it right here on the side. It doesn't matter as long as it's on there, right? Since we have a bunch of fresh vegetables right now from the garden, I've already dehydrated zucchini, onions, and all that kind of stuff, celery, chunks of tomato, but I've been dehydrating slices of tomato to make into tomato powder is what I've been doing. So that's what I did on that day. The boyfriend got me pens. He's like, they were on clearance. I'm like, you know, I'm super picky about pens, right? Like, if I don't like them, not my fault. Like, I don't want to hear any complaints if I don't like these pens, because I'm very picky. They're ballpoint pens. I'm about ballpoint pens. So on this day, I thought I had been doing better, but I woke up super tired again, you guys. Super tired. And I finally figured out how to... Our bathroom is still not done. When we got the flooring put in, I had taken off... I had taken off the... I can't even think. The bottom tiles across on the floor, right? They kind of swung out. They had like a little bit of a lip onto the floor. So I took those off so the floor could get put closer to the wall. And my dad bought stuff to finish the wall. It's just some... I'm not paying any attention. It's just some molding. But to put the molding up, it goes a little bit over the next bottom row of tiles, which is fine. But I have to keep building up that bottom base wall where the tiles used to be. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I can't keep putting spackle on this part, right? I can't keep doing that. I can't just keep putting spackle on here. It's gonna fall off. The spackle's not gonna stay. So I finally did some research, like, what the hell can I do? And I found, like, they recommended shims or furring strips. I'm like, okay, so I'll just use shims and I will shim out the wall. So I was planning on doing that this weekend, but I was so tired again. I'm so tired again, you guys. Like, I can't handle how tired I am. I'm going to put this up here. I should have stamped prior, but it's there. That's all that matters. So I'm just so freaking tired. So tired. I watched Thursday Murder Club. Here is the cross stitch before I moved my hoop to continue on this side. And here is 3 rounds of the blanket I'm crocheting. I have so many projects going on. So many. And here's some private journaling. Okay. So put that in there. And then, this is the day that my dad started yelling because the dog peed in his room. And we all know how I feel about that. So I went in like an asshole and said, but it's his disease. It's his disease, Dad. He can't help it. And he goes, he pissed on my foot. Yo. I had to come down to the basement so I could laugh. It was that funny. I just found it hilarious. Sorry. I know you guys are probably like, that's mean. What? It's just pee. He can wash it off, but it was funny. Yep, it's okay that I'm a horrible person. It's fine. You guys would have laughed too. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Let's put this off to the side. I had to journal on regular paper. I have to fold this up so it fits. Okay. I said I'm back to being so very tired. I am. I'm so very tired all the time. Okay, I'm going to glue this to this flap. And then I'm just going to glue the flap down. There we go. I'm just going to do this right like that. Come on. Glue the flap down, and then I'm going to glue this down like so. Yep, I'm back to being so very tired. I had no energy. I had no energy this weekend. I don't know. I thought I'm also out of iron again. I have to go pick it up today. So yeah, I was just very, very tired. I finally got my Temu order. I just realized I didn't journal. last night. Right? Yeah, this is the 6th. Yep. I didn't journal. That's all right. I'll pause and journal. So the kid went off to D&D. I was happy I got my Temu order because I had dice and a dice bag in there for him, and it came like right before he left, so I was able to give him, let me stamp out this 7 on the next page real quick. So that's done, and I can put this away before I put my freaking hand in it. But yeah, so I was able to give him his dice in his dice bag, and then he got home at 9:30, and he's like, I'm leaving. Again, I'm going to the bar. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I don't care. You're an adult. You're 22 years old. You can go to the bar. Well, he comes in, and he goes to me, oh, I'm leaving now. I'm waiting for my Uber. I'm like, oh, you're Ubering? That became such an issue, you guys. He's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm like, nothing. I just asked a question. I thought your friends were picking you up. I didn't know you were taking an Uber. I don't care that you're taking an Uber. I'm like, but you're spending a freaking fortune to go out. What is wrong with these kids? Like, I don't understand how they just spend a small fortune on going out to the bar and taking Ubers to go, like, I mean, I'm glad he's not drinking and driving. He learned that lesson from his dad not to do that, so I'm glad he doesn't do that. But, like, man, the amount of money he's spending to go to the bar. Because here, he tells me he's been Ubering a few times to the bar. I got my thing stuck. My tape drawer was stuck. So he's been Ubering a few times to the bar and home. And the bar is like, that they go to is not close. I'm like, whatever. I said, I don't care. I don't care what you do, kid. I just didn't realize that that's what you were doing. I didn't realize it. Let's use this. I'm not going to end up pulling that tape off, and I'll just put it in the pocket. Yeah, like, I didn't realize that you were taking an Uber. I'm sorry that I said, oh, you're taking an Uber. And then he does this thing, and I was so angry at him. Like, you act like I'm supposed to know. Like, I don't know. You don't tell me these things. Like, whatever. Kids today, I'm telling you. And then he got home drunk at like 2 a.m. and he Ubered home, and he was texting me the entire way home. I'm on my way home. I said, okay. And then I got a kissy face emoji, and I said something to him about, don't forget to take Advil and stuff when you get home. I know. He's like, I know. Just like, then he's like, I'm home, but I'm sitting on the porch for a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay. Great. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't care what you do. Just don't wake anybody up when you get home. When you come in, that's all I care about. Don't wake people up. I'm going to pause and see if I can remember what I did tomorrow and journal quick. What I did yesterday. Okay, I quickly journaled. So, yesterday, my dad got really pissed off at me. It just makes me laugh. Sometimes he's such a dumbass. But he got mad at me because when I was waking the kid up around 1, because I'm like, yo, you can get up now. You don't need to be sleeping anymore. My dad's like, I thought for sure you were going to make him something to eat last night. I'm like, why would I do that? And he's like, because he walked in yelling, your boy's hungry, yelling it when he got home. And I'm like, no, that fake news, dude. That did not happen. And he's like, yes, it did. And I'm like, I was awake when he got home. That did not happen. And then he got all snippy and he's like, well, I guess then I was dreaming. And I'm like, yeah, because it didn't happen. And then to hedge my bets here, I ended up asking my kid, I'm like, did you do this when you got home? Because I was awake and I didn't hear this. He's like, no, I didn't say that when I got home. I was like, okay, I thought so. But then the old guy was pissy then. Because what's new? He's always pissy. If you ever at all disagree with him, he gets so mad. The other day, he wanted to buy a shed. Because, we still don't have a freaking shed. I'm trying to use up these stickers. And why did I pull that one off? I don't know. And I don't know what the hell is the... Oh, is that one of them, like... What do we used to call them? We used to call them Pinocchio noses. Isn't that what we used to call those? That they were sticky and you could stick them on the end of your nose. I don't know what they're actually called. He tried to buy a shed from a place, and I'm like, do you even know if this website is like a legitimate website? You can't just spend $3,000 at a place you don't even know if it's a legitimate place. You can't do that. FYI, it wasn't. And he got pissy with me about that. Where the hell am I going to buy a shed? I'm like, I don't know. My boyfriend just said to me, I'm going to end up having to build a shed, aren't I? I'm like, yeah, we're going to have to end up building a freaking shed. Fun times. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this was a little long-winded. I'm very sorry. I'm very chatty this morning and I don't know why. I'm not sure, but thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.